Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Canes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Paul. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running inside. It's Barry. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Durham. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. That's reeled in, it's Green. Lowers those pads. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire...
Finding some room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He's got it on the run, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snags it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
first down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to barge in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He'll set up to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Quarterback making adjustments. They feed him again. Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Tiger. Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Could be an alley. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
How about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Levin. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job. Nice success.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Right on the money. Makes the grab in the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man,
You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Mensah. Snags it over the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Unloads quickly, and there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Pocket breaking down. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for space. It's Berry. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And we don't expect to see another play here. They'll just take a knee and head to the break, all tied up. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation. And he
maybe a crease. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, and now they're finding out about him.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Pressure coming. Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free. And they did not secure the football. It bounces out of bounds. It is a touchback and a turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On the run, it's Fletcher. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Rides to the back. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Under fire. And they got him.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. his legs. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires it incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Moore. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game.
First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Looking for room. It's Davison.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Moore. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Smashes through the tackle. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is good. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Drills him with the stiff arm. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
They run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Moore. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. 1st down.
Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Time has expired. Oregon has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Mensah. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
To the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing more. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Mensah. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That's...
Might have a chance. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dante Moore. The short hands. It's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Moore will throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly. Dante Moore wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moore. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. Big guy smells it. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Moore to the air again. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. Ducks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Finds his big tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Here's Mensah to throw. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Moore to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll run it. It's Davison. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Moore to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Firing to the right, complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Mensah. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Throwing more. Under fire. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that well. Good coverage.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's loose. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Towards the sideline. Gain of 33 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. Powers through. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Makes the grab in their space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get in so bad.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
when you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Mensah unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The Hurricanes back on top.
And
great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Moore to the air. Looking long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
In the gun on third down, Moore looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. Rams him with the stiff arm. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Here's Moore to throw. Pocket breaking down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. The screen, and watch out. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Memorial Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. He's going to fire deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him. Up at the 28. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those?
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll take the deep shot. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after